Everybody, I am Sarah Banks from Banks' Business Solutions, and today I want to talk about how we build and maintain strong relationships with our clients and customers in the ever-changing world of customer expectations that we're all living through. Now, we know that customers are more demanding than they ever used to be, and that they do expect to get responded to really, really quickly. But we also know that business owners burn out if they don't take rest and breaks when they need to. So balancing the customer's needs and your own health and wellbeing needs is really, really important. So I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips today to build and maintain strong relationships, but also to protect yourself and your energy. So my first one, which I hope is fairly obvious, is to have a really good customer database. This needs to have your customers' contact details in it, assuming that you're storing them in a GDPR compliant manner, of course, but also things that you need to know about them. So is it useful for you to know how old they are, what their interests are, when their birthday is, if you want to send them a birthday gift? Think about the things that are really, really important to help you to be able to personalise the way that you engage with them. And make sure that that database is kept up to date as much as is possible. Now, when I say a database, it can sound quite scary. You can just have a basic spreadsheet with this information in, again, presuming it's stored according to GDPR regulations. Or you could have an all singing, all dancing CRM system. The choice is really up to you and what's going to be the easiest and most effective way for you to store and maintain that data. My second tip today is around blogging, and I talk about blogging a lot. A lot of people underestimate the impact of blogging. Writing a regular blog is really important for having an indirect form of communication with your clients because it allows you to send out messages that are targeted to them and their interests. Now, I'm always amazed when someone tells me they've read one of my blogs because I don't really get a lot of interaction on them, but I do know that because I do get those comments from time to time that people are finding it useful, and it's one of the ways in which they engage with me and a touch point that leads them to wanting to work with me in the future. My third tip is to use social media to engage your clients. Now, this is a difficult one, of course, because there is that pressure to be available 24/7, and we all need to switch off and take a step back and have really strict boundaries in place. So as far as I'm concerned, that although we should be doing real-time engagement as much as possible, we also need to be really clear on what our boundaries are. Have an autoresponder on your messaging system and on your emails as well, come to think about it, and just respond to comments on social media as and when you can. Obviously, try not to leave it more than 24 hours between somebody commenting and you responding, but don't necessarily feel that you have to respond all the time, and clients and customers will start to get used to how long it takes you to respond. My fourth tip is to use newsletters. These are still really, really effective for keeping in contact with clients, and if you use some of those personal things that you know about your clients from your database, you can really craft them to target specific client subgroups and really make them feel that that email is addressed directly to them. And my fifth and final tip is phone calls. We don't pick up the phone often enough anymore, and actually picking up the phone and speaking to one of our clients or one of our customers and really talking to them about what they need is one of the best ways for us to make sure that we are meeting their needs and that they continue to keep coming back to us time and again. And of course, if you do have a phone call, make sure you follow it up with an email, because it can be really easy to just put the phone down and forget about what's happened. So do make sure that you follow up with an email as well. I hope that these tips have been useful for you today. Please let me know in the comments if you've got any tips you'd like to add, or if you're doing any of these things right now. And I hope you'll join me on another video again soon. Bye for now.